Okay, Scott. Uh, okay, guys are joining back in.
Hello?
Hello, Scott. You see Jim Alfredson. Let's see here. We got to add left. Add this
Video
guy.
still froze here.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, welcome
Ooh.
to 2021 here. So,
The piano has been drinking.
yes. Now it looks like Scott. Talk to me a minute. Looks like you're frozen. I'm gonna let you out. So, do you guys? Can you tell if we're actually online by?
I think I I think I saw us. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, good. Oh, I hear that. Okay, Scott is joining up again. Okay. Well, I
To
think
be
we're
honest,
back in.
online it still looks like the Jam in Java.
It looks right or not?
No, I do not see us on the screen.
Okay. Let's see here. You know what I did is I used my phone hotspot because I think, and so I think I mean we must be on something. Let me
This
see if
is
I can get on real quick. I'm gonna go on here. Darn it, frustrating. Carla, can you get on? Oh, it's on Island Wind, so that's an old one. Okay, let me see here. Just love this, huh? I'll find out in a minute. If it says live, then that means we're live. It looks like it from my end. I can't ultimately tell until I kind of see us on some other device here. Who said that? Live. Okay. All right. It looks like everybody's back.
cool.
How crazy is that? Oh, did we lose Scott? Oh, here comes Scott again.
Can you turn your mic up, Robbie?
Yes, I can, or I can talk closer. Is that better? Does that change
A little
anything?
bit, but
Wow. Well, something shouldn't have changed. Let me see. What would? Let me look up here. Oh, Scott. Let me add Scott
I'm here.
in. Okay, Scott. Yeah, I can turn the mic up. You feel like you need more?
yeah, you're pretty low.
It looks right on my numbers, on my levels.
Hmm.
All right, to the audience. Here's a little scenario. What happened? Yeah, technical difficulty. Jorge says here. Right before the show, about a half an hour before showtime, all of a sudden, my internet was down, and I was wondering, oh Lord, are we going to even have a show? Because without internet, it's hard to have a show. And but it came on a few minutes before showtime, and I was trying to call Spectrum, etc., everything, and I'm looking at my router over here, and I see and then when the lights are flashing red, that means everything's out of, is not happening. So, bottom line is we're back up, and so whatever we were talking about, I'm sure it was Hammond centric, but I know that we were talking about the brilliant Brian Charette. And uh, I've got a tune here that I'd love to play of Brian. The tune is called Break Tune, Brian. So why don't you set this tune up?
Well, I play a lot with synthesizers, and I'm good friends with a great drummer named Jojo Mayer. And I asked him to play on this song. So this is when I started to really get into playing synths recently, because for a while I was just playing organ, and we just went to a studio and cut the song.
Well, then let's hear what it sounds like. Break tune, and it goes like this. Bravo. Yeah, that's great. Is my audio
Rocking the
still quiet,
Mellotron.
by the way?
I know
So,
Scott likes the Mellotron.
So talk to us, Brian, about that tune. What was that funny instrument I saw you playing? It looked like a kind of a small piano. That was an old vintage thing.
That's a Korg mini log was on top of the organ.
But actually, the old Wurlitzer is what I was implying.
That was the Wurlitzer A200. And I was actually playing samples from a phone that was resting on the Whirly.
I saw the phone sitting there That and you were
Yeah,
playing sounds.
that's where
of funk?
that's where the samples were coming from.
Wow, very cool. Is that your song as well? Did you write the song?
I wrote the song.
Bravo. What do you got to say, Jim Alfredson? Talk about Brian Charette for a minute. What do you got to say about Brian?
I think I might have some responsibility for his synthesizer madness. Is that true, Brian?
Absolutely, I'm very influenced by you. You know that. We would
I mean,
actually, until everything shut down, we were doing gigs together where we would, when I was in the Midwest, we'd do kind of double organ jams, and we would both switch off on electronic
yeah,
instruments as
yeah.
well, synthesizers.
But I remember when you came over to my house and saw my vast collection of ridiculous synthesizers. I remember you specifically saying, "I want to do this. I want to play with these."
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm sorry.
Let me,
It's a lifelong obsession, and it's a disease. I'm sorry. I passed it on to you.
let me embarrass both of these guys. Not embarrass them, but both of these guys are tremendous singers.
Really?
Oh my goodness, both of them. I mean, they're both great singers.
You.
No. Both these. I mean, I've been after Alfredson to do a Chet Baker tribute. I mean, he sings with this prog band, and it's great. And Mr. Charette has been doing some videos lately where he's been singing standards, and both these guys are just great singers.
Wow.
So if you think that they're great playing keyboards, they sing too. So.
Well, I can tell you, we're looking for a singing keyboard player for Frankie Valli. But you have to live in L.A.
Sure, I'll move there.
Come on out. One of my buddies, I think, is one of the Frankie Valli alumni. Now I've turned this up, so I'm hearing some feedback. I'm going to turn it down. Is my volume back to where it should be yet, gentlemen?
No.
Oh, it's not. All right. Hello. Is that different?
Yeah.
I think somehow the microphone routing got changed when everything got shut down. I wonder if I go.
Yeah, it sounds like you're coming through your computer or something. The computer mic.
I'm on the computer mic because I don't see the route. The mic is not routed, so whatever. We'll move forward. So Brian Charette, turn the table on Jim Alfredson. Tell us about Jim Alfredson here, Brian Charette.
Well, first of all, he's a very nice man. He's so helpful all the time. When I would come to the Midwest, he would give me ideas of places to play. He gave me this beautiful Hammond clock that he was talking about earlier, which is one of my most prized possessions. And we've just become very good friends. And we love to play concerts together. We play at a place in Lansing called Moriarty's, which is a really fun place. The old ladies knit you a chicken. So I have a few of these chickens. They're not old. It's not nice. I'm old. But it's a really fun place to play. I love Lansing. So yeah, that's how we've become closer friends over the last 10 years or so.
Well, yeah. I wanted to play a song by another Organissimo song of Jim's. By the way, question: is it Organissimo? Organissimo?
It's whatever you like, but we say Organissimo.
Ah, very musical of you.
Yes.
So tell the audience about Organissimo.
Organissimo was founded in the year 2000, back when I was a young lad. And the drummer is a gentleman named Randy Marsh, who's one of the statesmen of the jazz scene here in Michigan. And I was turned on to him by a mutual friend, and then found out later that he played with Shirley Scott for a while. He's actually on an old Muse recording of hers with Jimmy Forrest. Randy's a great drummer and a perpetual kid. And then our guitarist right now is Larry Barris, who's from Detroit, and he played with a group when he was only 12 years old. He toured around with this group around the Midwest and Detroit called the Black Nasty.
Wow.
And they were a funk group, and he was the only white guy in the band. And he's as funky as you want to be. He's a great guitar player, plays just like Wes with his thumb. And Larry's added a real, there's just something about Detroit. You know, I'm from Lansing, Randy, the drummer's from Grand Rapids, but there's something about that Detroit thing. And Larry adds that to the group. And you're going to hear this on this tune because this is one of Larry's tunes. And it's called Go Ahead.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Super funky.
Outstanding.
Nice, nice.
Wow.
Well, you know what? We've, even with our technical difficulties, we've made it to a 2-hour show, so that's typically way longer than I like to even have. But I want to thank you, gentlemen, and I say that with all sincerity because you guys are all gentlemen, besides being brilliant, brilliant musicians. Thank you for coming and sharing your time and your talent with the
Thank you,
gentleman in
Robbie.
the
Anything
audience.
for you.
Thanks for putting this together, Robbie. When you called me and asked me to do this, and then told me Brian was going to be a part of it, of course I couldn't say no, because to have you and Brian and just talk and just to see your faces. I haven't. This pandemic has been such a bummer, man. I just miss hanging out with all you guys. Scott, I've seen a couple of times, so whatever.
Yeah, we've if you go to HammondOregonCo.com, the website, you'll see and hear a bunch of great demos on the and plus all of Jimmy's SK Pro demos are up there. But there's 25 cuts on the SK Pro page. The organ will be the SK Pro will be out shipping by the end of March. So we've got another maybe 3 or 4 weeks until we start shipping. So if you have an idea about getting one, put your order in now. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jim. And thank you, Papa Bear, for helping all this.
Do I have a new nickname?
When are we gonna get?
I like it.
When are we gonna have a NAM show? What about Summer NAM?
Well, summer NAM is supposed to happen. The other thing about that is could be where we could get together and really have some fun without the volume police. It would be a Sweetwater Gear Fest.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
It's always a number of keyboards there, and that's gonna if it goes live, that's gonna be fun.
When is Gear Fest?
Sometime in June. Again, we have to. Yeah, it's going to be way cool. But who knows if the summer show is going to happen? We might have to wait until January next year. But all good things come to those who wait.
We're waiting to go on tour with Frankie Valli. Right now we have dates booked in June and July, and then from there on. But it's always a wait and see. Our last gig was February 16th of 2020.
Yeah. My last gig, other than a couple of small local stuff, was March 9th, 2020.
Wow. How about you,
1 year
Brian?
ago tomorrow. Oh,
When was your
sorry.
last gig, Brian?
I've been playing a couple gigs here and there.
Wow.
I played with George Coleman for the Birdland benefit. They made some videos there. Yeah. But not a lot of live.
Grapevine is Bird. Now, what's the status of Birdland? They're not. Are they in jeopardy of closing?
I don't believe so. I think the GoFundMe was very successful, from what I understand.
Good. Well, I think we'll wrap this up. Again, thank you, Brian Charette. You are brilliant. Thank you, Jim Alfredson. You are also brilliant. And thank you, Scott May, because you are brilliant as well, my brother.
Thanks,
Thank
Robbie.
you so much.
Can I give one plug here, Robbie?
Please.
I think both Brian and I have live streams that happen on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern.
I
So you
moved
can
mine 2 hours later when I found out that we were at the same time, Jimmy.
Oh, you're a gentleman and a scholar, my friend.
I'm at 9 o'clock Eastern now.
We'll
Okay,
talk
I'm at
about
7
those
o'clock
shows
Eastern.
again. So, Jim, your live stream is when?
7 p.m. Eastern, and it's over on my other Facebook page called Live from Jimmy's Basement. So just search for that on Facebook and you'll find it.
And yours is 2 hours later, Brian?
Mine's at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I'm Facebook Pinch Brian, like PINCHBRIN.
And if people need to go to your websites to find out more about you gentlemen, how do they do that?
I'm just BrianCharette.com. Easy to find.
JimAlfredson.com.
And Scott, I would imagine people, if they really wanted to do, they could probably go to Hammond, Oregon, USA and find information about these guys, right?
That's true.
HammondOregonCO.com. And we try to keep abreast of everything. And for me, it's theidsofmarch.com. I've got a new album coming out pretty soon with some great orchestration by some guy named Robbie.
Well, and I heard. I can't get into any of that. So I'm going to close it out with a song that I did for church a couple weeks ago because I doing the music for my church every Sunday. And ever since I got a hold of this Hammond SK Pro, I've been using this. And this is a song called Give It Some Thought that I did as a special music song for church. And I'll close out the show with this. And it's all Hammond SK Pro and drums. We don't have. If you have a drum machine built into this instrument, then we're done with. Then you don't need anything else. So again, thank you so much, guys, to all of our Jam and Java audience out there. Come back and see us next Monday for who knows what kind of musical adventure. Good night, y'all.
Rock and roll.
Thank you, Robbie. Good night, everyone.
Give it some thought. Give it some thought. Thank